Welcome back to MTN Live in the Mountains. I'm here with Misa Giroux and Tim McWilliams. They make up the group Redleg Husky. How are you guys today?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. Thank you guys so much for being here. And they are an actual local band. And you guys just got off a big cross-country tour, which is very exciting. So they're here to talk about an upcoming event that they've got tomorrow night and Saturday, but we'll get to that in a little bit. So tell us a little bit how you guys come together. You guys are app grads, and you're in the app studies department. Yeah. And so tell us the story of how you guys came about.
So it was at a grad student potluck in 2012, the first year that both of us were here, and we kind of were introduced to each other, found out we were in the same program, like the Appalachian Music Program, which is really small. We high-fived and ended up playing music till like 3 in the morning that evening, and then just kept hanging out and playing tunes together, and eventually started getting some shows and showing each other original songs, and kind of went on from there.
That's fantastic. And you guys have an album out called Carolina, and I really enjoy it. And so tell us a little bit about some of the musical influences, and of course I'm sure your app studies background played a little bit of a part in that.
It did.
So tell us a little bit about that.
I mean, I come from more of a singer-songwriter background. I really like Mary Chapin Carpenter, Gillian Welch, more folk artists like that. Tim brings a lot of like old time and blues and old country stuff I hadn't really listened to too much, but I think we kind of combine it pretty well.
Absolutely.
Played a lot of songs.
I would agree. And you guys, it's great that you have two different things that you're bringing together as one. So what's been your favorite part about being in a, did you expect to be in a band when you came to App State?
I wanted to be.
You wanted to be?
Yeah.
I wanted to be as well.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I just wanted to come here and play with more people. I guess I had really not played out too much besides like open mics. So it was perfect coming here and like finding somebody that wanted to play all the time and play the songs I wanted to play. And
well, North Carolina is very lucky to have you guys, because you guys aren't from North Carolina. You're from Connecticut, and you're from Cincinnati, Ohio. So I'd say we've gotten pretty lucky to get these guys here in Boone. So you came to ASU for the studies program?
Yeah. I finished an AmeriCorps year in Cincinnati and found the program and thought, what the heck could be better than studying Appalachian music for 2 years, and things worked out, and I don't regret it at all. It was great. Yeah, met so many good friends, and the reason I'm staying here for sure.
Yeah, I definitely found my home here too.
Well, great. And I will say that I'm made a home here too, not being from here. So it's always a great place to be, and we're glad to have you back.
Thanks.
So really, what got you into growing up in Connecticut? Like, what did you grow up on? Like, how did you get into that era? Because honestly, when I'd never heard of app studies or anything of that nature until I came to App State, which I'm glad I did for that, because we actually met these two in the App Heritage Council at ASU.
Yeah.
So and I had never heard any of that until I come up here. So how did you get involved in that?
I grew up listening to a lot of like Pete Seeger, Peter, Paul and Mary, kind of folk music, and I kind of got into more contemporary folk, but then wanted to trace it back and see like what do the artists I like what artists do they like, and where are they influenced from, and just kind of tracing it backwards, and kind of ended up in Appalachia and wanted to learn more. So I was like, well, it sounds like a perfect place for it.
Awesome. So. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty similar. I was listening like a lot to electric blues guys and like Jimi Hendrix and Stevie Ray Vaughan, and then I heard Doc Watson on NPR one day, and I was like, what is he doing with the guitar, And then I started looking at videos, and I was blown away, and I was like, I need to put down the electric and start on the acoustic. And I was talking to a professor down here, and she was like, and it was unfortunate, it was before he passed. I didn't get to meet him, but she was like, yeah, he loves meeting the grad students. I was like, all right, I'm coming. Yeah, that brought me.
That is fantastic. Sure. Well, what a great story. And how did you come up with the name Redleg Husky? It's interesting.
Well, so being from Connecticut, the Yukon Huskies, with that. And then the Cincinnati Reds, the baseball team, used to be called the Redlegs.
Yeah.
And so Tim was like, wow, that kind of sounds cool together. And
Yeah.
it's kind of stuck.
Perfect. Well, I love it. I think it's great. I think it's great. It's a short story, but it's great. I think it's an interesting way to come up with a band name. Sometimes I'll say something like, oh, man, that makes a really good band name. Too bad I'm not in a band.
Yeah, we went through a lot of worse ones.
All right. Well, great. Well, you guys are going to be playing a song from your album?
Well, I think we're actually going to try a new one. If that'll be all right.
Wonderful. Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited to hear some new stuff. And if you guys are interested in purchasing an album, where can they go?
So if you guys go to our website, it's just redleghusky.com. That's a really easy way. There's links for that. But it's also on iTunes, which I know is the popular way to buy it. So yeah, just Google us on redleghusky.com and you can find it that way. But yeah.
All right, great. Well, thank you guys so much for being here. And they're going to be playing 2 shows this upcoming week. So tell us where the shows are and
the first one is tomorrow in Brevard at Oscar Blues Brewery.
From 6:30 to 8:30.
Yeah. And then Saturday is at Galileo's in Boone. It's one of our favorite places.
Yeah.
It's a homecoming show. So.
All right.
And we're playing with 2 awesome bands, Andy Farrell and Space Canoe.
Andy Farrell is really good. I've heard him. I haven't heard of Space Canoe, so I'm excited to.
Yeah, they're
to
a
hear
newer
that.
one, and they rock it out pretty hard. So.
So is there a cover charge or anything? Or?
There's a $5 suggested donation, and also I don't know if we've made this known yet, but so the Space Canoe guys are working on their new album, and they're making it with National Geographic collages. So if you bring an old National Geographic, you can get in that way too.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right. Well, great. Well, they're going to be performing one of their new songs, and we'll be right back after this.
Katie, I'm ready for a new love letter. It's been a few months now, and things are better. I promise I won't tear it up like the last time. I know you'll say that I'm too rough, I just don't know how to show my love. I guess I thought the fighting was how you prove it. So baby, come back and close the door. Show me what all those words are for. Put a record on if you feel like dancing. Love the sun, love the snow. But when it's gone, where does it go? The sky looks a little bit blue and you lay me down. Wouldn't talk too much where I grew up. Any pain you'd push to fighting like a submarine. If you could build me a time machine, I'd go right back to